Hello everyone and welcome to Utkal EdTech, and I hope you will have a very wonderful class today on the most important chapter of physics, that is on units and measurements. You will know what is its importance and why you should be taking seriously the units and measurement in physics, and not only physics, in chemistry and in as a science as a whole. Units and measurements are very important. मैं कहीं की यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट्स एते इम्पोर्टेंट आमे साइंस को नहीं करी कहूचे कहीं की आमे यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट्स द्वारा आमे जेकोनसी गोटे मेजर्ड क्वांटिटी को आमे नंबर्स रे ताको एक्सप्रेस कर परिवा. तो नंबर्स थरे नंबर्स को आसी गले कोन कि आमे ताको मैथमेटिक्स सेथरे अप्लाई करी करी आमे तारो कैलकुलेशन आ तारो हिसाब किताब की फार्मूला सेथरे पकई करी आमे जहा ताको ये भी करि परिबा. किंतु अनलेस आमे गोटे जिंस को गोटे मेजर्ड क्वांटिटी को जदि नंबर रे न आनिबा ताहले वी कैन नॉट बी एक्यूरेट, वी कैन नॉट अप्लाई साइंस, सॉरी वी कैन नॉट अप्लाई maths in science. So the role of mathematics in science is very important. Mathematics is the language of God. mathematics टा बहुत पुराना हमर फिजिक्स टू साइंस टू भी पुराना पाठ आउ मैथमेटिक्स होची द लैंग्वेज ऑफ गॉड. काहे कि सेटा ही मोस्ट एक्यूरेट, मोस्ट प्रिसाइज, मोस्ट प्रेडिक्टेबल. जेहेतु आमे साइंस को एक्यूरेट करि परिबानी, आमे फिजिक्स को केमिस्ट्री को एक्यूरेट करि परिबानी अनलेस वी पुट दिस यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट एंड कन्वर्ट आवर measured quantities into very accurate numbers or data. That is why it's very important for us, the units and measurements, not only in science, it is very important in commerce also, and also in day-to-day activities. Like if you go and buy some potatoes or onions or whatever, or fruits, आम जब बाजार को जाऊे किणापी आमको भी यहाँ यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट भी निहाती दरकार. तेणु डे टू डे लाइफ रे भी दरकार, साइंस रो सब फील्ड रे भी दरकार, खाली फिजिक्स नहीं, आमको यहाँ केमिस्ट्री और बायोलॉजी रे भी दरकार, और खाली सेतिकी नहीं, यहाँ कॉमर्स रे भी बहुत दरकार. से आमको यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट आम बहुत इंटरेस्ट नहीं कि आमको बुझार अच्छी और मन रखार अच्छी. तो जमती आम लेंथ मेजर करुचे गोटे मेजरिंग टेप नहीं करी कि टेम्परेचर मेजर करुचे थर्मोमीटर रे, से भाया तो आम बाकी सबू जिनस भी आम सेमती मेजर करि परिबा. तो ताहले कौन माने आउ थरे नीड ऑफ द मेजरमेंट इन फिजिक्स आम जदि बुझिया को जिबा ताहले इट इज टू अंडरस्टैंड एनी फेनोमेनन ऑफ फिजिक्स वी हैव टू परफॉर्म बाय एक्सपेरिमेंट्स. तो आम एक्सपेरिमेंट करके जहाँ भी डाटा बाहर कले, जहाँ भी ये बाहर कले ताको पुणी मेजर करिया पड़िबो. तो मेजर करिया पे हमको यूनिट्स एंड मेजरमेंट्स दरकार. तापर नेक्स्ट है एक्सपेरिमेंट्स रिक्वायर मेजरमेंट्स. वी मेजर सेवरल फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज लाइक लेंथ, मास, टाइम, टेम्परेचर, प्रेशर एटसेट्रा. आम बहुत जिनस तो सब माने हमको मेजर करिया को बाध्य, आम मेजर एक्यूरेटली, दैट टू एक्यूरेटली आम ये सब जिनस गुड़ा को मेजर आउ डॉक्यूमेंट आमको कले ही आम गोटे राइट कंक्लूजन की राइट गोटे एक्यूरेसी रे रिजल्ट रे आम पहुंची पारिबा. तापर नेक्स्ट है एक्सपेरिमेंटल वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ लॉज एंड थ्योरीज आल्सो नीड्स मेजरमेंट इन फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. तो आम जो लॉ जमती आमर अच्छी कौन न्यूटन्स सेकेंड लॉ जमती F इज इक्वल टू ma. तो से माने फोर्स भी रहा, मास भी रहा, एक्सेलरेशन भी रहा. तो सब जिनस गुड़ा अनलेस वी मेजर एक्यूरेटली, सो वी कैन नॉट कैलकुलेट, वी कैन नॉट आम ताकू फर्दर प्रोसीड करि परिबानी. तो आम एक्सपेरिमेंटल वेरिफिकेशन भी दरकार, और जो आमर जति लॉज आउ थियोरीज फिजिक्स रे अच्छी जो इक्वेशन जोड़ा अच्छी से भी आमको एटा निहाती दरकार तो ताले फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी physical quantity ताले कौन सब physical property that can be measured and described by a number is called a physical quantity. For example, mass टाको आमे जमती measure करिवा in kg. For example, weight of a person is 65 kgs. Length of a table is 3 meters. Area of a hall is 100 meter square. Temperature of a room is 300 degree Kelvin or whatever it is in centigrade or in Fahrenheit. आमे सेमती करि परिबा तो ताले टाइप्स ऑफ फिजिकल क्वांटिटी रे फर्स्ट हैला फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज तो physical quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantities for their measurements are known as fundamental quantities. Mane those are fixed almost. Those who do not change with pressure or temperature or something like that. So, for example, mass, length, time, temperature. So these quantities do not change. Next is derived quantities. The physical quantities which depends on one or more fundamental quantities for their measurements are known as derived quantities. For example, area, volume, speed, force. So that these things we have to calculate. So these are derived quantities. The units for measurement. The standard used for the measurement of a physical quantity is a unit. For example, in case of length it is either meter, foot or inch, and for mass it is either kilogram or pound. For time it is second, minute or hour, and for temperature it is Fahrenheit, Kelvin or centigrade. So what are the characteristics of units? As I have already told, everything has to be very precise and accurate. So it has to be, the unit has to be well defined. माने तार डेफिनेशन पूरा फिक्स आ प्रॉपर थिबो तापर सुटेबल साइज सेटा होतबो माने जा द्वारा हमें जाको नै कि हमें मेजर करि परिबा जिमदे हमर वेट मेजर करिया पई केजी भी अछि टन भी अछि किंतु टन इज नॉट प्रैक्टिकल इन डे टू डे लाइफ सो वी यूजुअली चूज केजी so next it should be reproducible means everybody should be able to do in the same way. It is not that only scientists will only be do and others common people cannot do. No, it is reproducible. Reproducible means it can be measured by anybody or everybody. And next is invariable. Invariable means it should not vary by one observer or next observer or from place to place. It should not vary. It should be fixed. It should be constant. So, and next it should be indestructible. Means it should not be it should not vanish or it should not be wasted, or it should remain. So next is it should be internationally acceptable. Like the same standard should be accepted by the whole world. In all nations it should be acceptable. So these are the characteristics of units, and as per these criteria हमें सबू system माने measurement system हमें बाहर करिचे ला कोन हमें बाहर करिचे फर्स्ट हला जोटा सेला मोस्ट कॉमन जोटा सेटा हला गोटे सीजीएस सिस्टम ए सिस्टम दिस सीजीएस सिस्टम वाज फर्स्ट इंट्रोड्यूस्ड इन फ्रांस and this is also known as a Gaussian system of units. It is based on centimeter, gram and second as the fundamental units of length, mass and time. तो आउ गोटे अच्छी MKS system. This system was also introduced in France. So this is known as French system of units based on meter, kilogram and second as the fundamental units of length, mass and time. आउ गोटे अच्छी FPS system जोटा कि ब्रिटेन रे इंट्रोड्यूस होइथिला. So this is known as British system of units also. This is based on the foot, pound and second. So measurement of length is by foot, measurement of weight is by pound and measurement of time is by second also as the fundamental units of length, mass and time. Clear? Now coming to the international system of units, means the unit, the measurement system which has been recognized and accepted by the General Conference on Weights and Measures in 1971. They held a meeting and decided a system for units for the international uses. Means this is agreed by all, the French people, British people, the American people, the Russian people, the Japanese people, everybody accepted on this. So this system is called the International System of Units and abbreviated as SI form from its French name. So the SI unit consists of 7 fundamental units and 2 supplementary units. So what are those? The fundamental quantities are length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous intensity and the amount of substance. So length is measured in meter, its symbol is M. Mass is measured in kilogram, its symbol is kg. Time is measured in second, its symbol is S. Temperature measured in Kelvin, it is K. Electric current is measured in amperes, that is A. Luminous intensity is measured in candela, its symbol is CD. The amount of substance measured in mole and the symbol is MOL. So the now definition of a meter. Meter is most important measurement for length. So it is the length of the path travelled by light in a vacuum during a time interval of 1 divided by 29979245 of a second. So that is the definition of a meter. So what is the definition of a kilogram? Kilogram is the standard mass of prototype cylinder of platinum iridium alloy preserved at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Surge near Paris. So next is this is the photograph of the mass of the cylinder of weighing 1 kg. So this is preserved properly and so that its weight will remain constant. So the platinum iridium is actually very stable, non-corrosive material because it will not undergo any chemical reaction or its weight may change. It will not happen in this case. This is a very stable alloy, so its weight will remain constant. So what is the definition of a second? 1 second is the time taken by 919263177 oscillations of the light emitted by a cesium-133 atom. So it is measured as per the vibration or oscillations of the light emitted by a cesium-133 atom. So two supplementary units we'll see now. One is radian, is used to measure plane angle. Theta is equal to 1 radian. And number 2 is steradian. It is used to measure solid angle. That is omega is equal to 1 steradian. The rules of writing SI rules. So we must also be very thorough about the rules of how we should write the SI units. So many students, many people do mistakes in this. So the full name of the units should always start with small letter, even if named after a person. Like Newton. Newton is a name of a person, but still when it is used in measuring, so it should be in small letter. Likewise, ampere and coulomb also. So the first letter should be in the small letter, not capital. The symbol of for unit named after a scientist should be in capital letter. Like N for Newton and K for Kelvin, A for ampere and C for coulomb. So symbol should be in the capital letter, but the unit name should not be in the capital letter. The symbols for all the units are written in small letters, like M for meter, S for second, kg for kilogram, CD for candela. So, and there should be one space left between the last digit of the numerical and the symbol of a unit. Like like 4 joule second, 19 Newton meter,